And we live. Live Nicosa, okay. Let's let people come in. Just finished eating, and I haven't done a live like this. Well, it is Monday, right? I used to do Monday 5 p.m. lives. But man, this event is sick. These are some of the best event relics that I might have ever seen. So I just wanted to do a quick live and talk about it. Get that going. Copyright free. Whoa, too loud. What up, Sirius? What up, Lost Man? How's everyone doing? Tonight is a night to celebrate. We have an amazing event. Fuds, I'm talking to you. Sponsor me, please. Give me a creator code because I'm about to shill for why everyone should buy an event pass. At least for this week, because this is good. What I've decided to do, my orb size has gotten slightly bigger since I'm not buying any masteries right now. I'm getting some of these more simple labs done. I just have so many coins. I'm getting like 3Q a run. Yeah, over 3Q. So I'm just like, I can enhance my damage by 1% for like 270Q or 270 trillion. So I'm just upgrading all my enhancements on attack and defense till they're over at least 1Q or like, get attack speed pretty high. Because also my tournaments, I've been flirting between like 14, 15, 16, 13, 14, 15, 16. And usually the guy who gets ahead of me at like 15 is like 6 waves ahead of me. So if I just get a little bit better, it's a little bit better, I'll make it farther. Lots past last event. Already own the relics. Oh, you guys already own all the relics? See, I have these. I already have the skin and this relic. But I mean these. Like these relics with the event like boost that you get. That I'm pretty sure these are always unique. These are insanely good. 5% tower damage is amazing. Health regen 2, sure. Defense absolute, amazing. But no, 5% coins and 5% damage is massive for Glass Cannon and Legends players. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get to these by tomorrow. I don't think anyone will, but by the event Friday, I think everyone should be able to, right? Lots past last event. I'm still trying to comprehend that. New relics are busted. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, if they make them this good, Lost Man, it's it sucks for like, of course, it's not fair to the free-to-play players because they would then have to buy it to get these relics. And yes, they will make the relics available to like purchase, of course, at some point. But you're going to be behind the people who get the event pass. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, if someone wins my Stone Pack giveaway and wants instead a couple of event passes, I could always do that. Since it's about the same. Oh, skipped buying it? Well, since I'm not sponsored by Tech Tree yet, I'm not going to shill it one way or another. Oh my gosh, cat. Bro, I swear, this cat, she's gotten worse on my live. She'll just sit here and cuss at me. Look at that, the health's starting to go down a little bit. Like a 5% increase, how the game works with the incremental progress is super... I mean, 1% better. Let's say your coins here is like 100. 1% better is only 1. But by the time it's 1,000, it's 10. So the game just snowballs so much faster the more that you get. Like the enhancements, I was saving up for getting lots of coin enhancements, but even with the income I have now, it would take me like a day and a half to be able to get one more level of enhancements. So how I look at it is to get the most coins, it's not always the smartest to like invest in a coin enhancement or a coin lab or whatever. Sometimes it makes more sense to put money into something in your workshop or labs into more attack or defense, because then you can farm a higher tier into higher waves to get higher cells and coins. I'm honestly trying to decide if it's worth it since I'm still early in the game. Yeah, yeah, I'll pull them up. Nice. Good job, Sirius. 1Q a run is a big milestone. I recently got to it, well, a few weeks ago, but because then I bought so many enhancements on my coins, and I started using Black Hole Digester in sync with my Golden Bot and my Golden Tower. That was like a 20% increase. And then the Summon Chip, that was like another increase. But then after my last video, I said at the end, I was like, oh, Summon Chip, I should get that in sync with my Golden Bot and Golden Tower. So I did at a 100-second cooldown, and I took another like 25% increase in coins. It's been insane. See if I show. Yeah, see, 2.5. And this was just 11.4. This was like a few days ago. This is less than a week ago. I was getting 2.5 Q. Now I'm getting 3.6, 3.7 a run, which is just, what is that, a 30% increase? All right, let me show you guys the event relics. So obviously the best one is the first one at 350 for Defense Absolute. I'm just kidding, Lost Man. I know you said you just started playing the game. Defense Absolute is pretty much useless when you're past like tier 4 or tier 5. However, if you're in tier 1, Defense Absolute is absolutely it's useful. But what's going to be more, say, impactful is whenever you see one of these big coins earned increase, it just gets you to snowball harder. A 5% increase in coins, if you do the math on it, that's like, I mean, 5% more each run. It's an increment of 20, so yeah, what is that? 1/20th faster. It just increases the snowball more. So this mission is a repeat with the themes and the relics. Obviously, if you're new, you want to focus on the songs and you want to focus on the themes, because those are passive and you'll always have them. And they're for coins, which is, you need coins for everything, so you got to get those up. Now, the relics, these are good relics. Spot range is good, tower damage is good. However, if you're like a brand new player and you're not getting the event pass, like, you could probably skip out on the increased tower damage, especially if you're EHP, and rather just get the bot range. If you're a new player not getting the event pass, because tower damage is more important in Champions and Legends League. And then for the event mission with the relics, we've got Defense Absolute, 2% at 350 medals. Tunfindi, Health Regen 2% at 550. These are both good for like EHP, relatively, you know, younger players. And then the Let's Play Tower Damage by 5. This is going to be amazing if you're in Champions or Legends. If you start doing damage earlier in Champions, sure, it might hurt your farming a little bit, but it's going to help your tournament performance and get more stones, which will then help you progress faster. And this enemies is obviously amazing. 5% increase in coins. I mean, if you think 5%, so you're at 100 coin multiplier, multiply it by 5, that's going to be 105. Then if you get another one of these or you get another enhancement, then it's increasing by like 1.05, which means it just snowballs bigger and bigger with each percentage of increase that you get. So you always want to get these coin ones, if possible. Sorry, y'all, I just ate asparagus and it's stuck in my teeth. Yeah, GT Plus, I had 7 ultimate weapons. And then I decided I was going to rush GT Plus. So I got Chrono Field and Smart Missiles, and I didn't upgrade them one click into anything for like a month and a half. I just got everything into GT Plus. And once you start getting GT Plus, you can start transitioning to more of a hybrid strategy rather than just an EHP like Thorn strategy. Because with Golden Combo, this multiplier here, you get this for eliminating enemies. So it can actually be detrimental if you hoard the enemies too much at earlier levels. At later levels, when the screen's maxed out and you're automatically killing, you know, a good amount as they come, there's just going to be a buffer, essentially. Then it doesn't matter as much, but for the earlier waves, it definitely does. But yeah, anyone have any, I know Lost Man, I know you said you're new. You got any questions or anything? I know this is a spur of the moment live. I used to go live on Mondays to just do like tower updates and answer questions. But now what I've gotten more into is just like spur of the moment lives. My Tuesday and Friday lives at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Barring feeling bad, of course, health-wise. And then, say, tower tips and random videos. I swear, the game's just so satisfying to watch. So I'll be like stressed out and I'll just go over to the tower and I'll just like get hypnotized by it. I just watch. Daniel, how much are you making on the tier 13 8500 waves in 11 hours? What did you say up here? Yeah, man, if you got Golden Combo, being tier 13, like, I don't even really farm tier 13. Right now I'm on PC, yeah. I will play the game on an iPad, but when I stream, I put it on the MSI app player, and then I fire it up this way. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's, Alright, so watch here the next time that my ultimates go off, my Death Wave and my Golden Tower. And you'll see the Golden Bot and then Summon all go off at the same time. And when it lands in the same area, it should look like it's not here. Yeah, it's up here. I've seen this number go from like 5 or 6 trillion a minute to like 9. And if you look at the coverage of the Golden Bot, I'd say it's like 1 out of every 3 times it goes off, it's going to land in there. So I just get so much more. Let's see if we can see one of these. Where is it spawning? Why am I missing this? I think it's over here. I don't see it over here. Nice. 1Q hit a couple days back. Yeah, man, I bet. Well, your multiplier here, it might be higher than what mine is. I mean, I'm tier 12. It's like 866. I think tier 13, it's up to like 1,010 or 15, like 1010. I bet if you got a few levels of golden combo, you're gonna notice your coins are gonna shoot up a bit. Farm tier 14, 6K, but need to baby the fleets. Yeah, you've definitely got a stronger tower than me. 100%. I barely beat tier 14 with my glass cannon. I mean, I think I ended it at like 45, like 10. But I had just lost a couple energy shields, I think. And I activated demon mode just for the hell of it. 4 wave skips. Wow. I feel like a doofus. Once I was like, guys, let's see the Golden Bot. Is it like not going? No, it's on. I swear I haven't seen the Golden Bot go off the last 3 times. I must just be missing it. I want to see the difference when it goes off in, or my Golden Bot and Summon go off in the same area. You'll see this goes up. Oh yeah, it's up right here, so it's just outside. Damn. Yeah, Daniel, you're doing 13, 18 multiplier. Yeah, so yours is higher than me. So if you rush that golden combo, I would just about guarantee that if you get like probably a level 7 golden combo, you'll beat my level 11 in terms of overall just coin income with that multiplier. And Flood sponsor me. Black Friday's coming up. Literally, when people are like, "What do you want?" Like, just send me money. I've got a tower. I've got a tower. They're selling stones. I do have masteries, yes. Unless, are you talking to me or are you talking to Daniel? And Daniel, not to give you more questions, but I wanted to ask, because you're farming that EHP. I I mean, yes, I want to move to glass cannon, but I also want to push my EHP as far as possible. Like, what are your wall labs at, Daniel? Because I think for me, I want to. I know I've said this many times, so sorry if I'm beating the dead horse here, but once I get like, a good amount of labs done, I want to just then finish my wall labs, get wall regen to 30, max out wall health, get wall fortification maxed out. Like, I would wonder just how far I could go with like a fully kitted out wall and wall thorns, all that. I would bet I could make it pretty far with my 5-star ancestral sharp fortitude. I mean, we play the game for fun, right? So even though the extra health wouldn't help at all for Legends tournaments, if I'm consistently making keys, then screw it. What's a month for wall labs? Trying to get mine levels. Yeah, those last few are those last few ultimate weapons get so expensive. And then in comparison, the after you get them all unlocked, the corresponding first level of your ultimate weapon plus is like relatively cheap. See, look, it's hitting right there. It's not getting fully in, but it was about 6, 7, got up to high 7s. Yeah, serious. I saw. I think it was Greeny. He did an armor mod, like assist mod review, and you can get pretty like. I didn't really think of this because obviously you think you want to get like generator or core first, and you probably still do. But getting the armor mod as assists, so you have 2 of them, you could run anti-cube portal for the damage with the shockwave. Then you could also run whatever the one is that gives you, so yeah, Space Displacer. Because even if you're just getting the epic effect, I think epic is like 10% chance of spawning as inner landmines, or 15%, which is still pretty damn good for crowd control. Because you'll have, with all the enemies spawning, you'll have near like full coverage. Maybe not full coverage late in a run, but you'll have pretty good inner landmine coverage, which will give you a lot more crowd control. Yeah, let me know. I'm really curious. No hate, curious. Have you bought every month? Not every month, but I have bought for like 7 months. Yeah, I have bought stone packs like 7 months. I do not. I am very transparent about that. When I see people like, oh no, I don't. See, look at that. 10, 10, 10, 10. It just went from like mid 7s to then 10 when the golden bot and my summon chip overlapped. That's crazy. Health max, Thorns 14, Fort maxed. Damn. Let me look this up. Wall Labs the tower. Because I like stopped, even when I was still doing EHP, I stopped my wall labs. Because I was like, damn, this wall regen is a week. And now, oh, I think I have, yeah, wall regen. So it's a week. It was a week at like level 10, but that was when I had lab speed lower level. I think what I'm going to do, and my plan is, I'm going to just get my lab speed maxed out. Get the chrono field, of course. After I get a few of these labs, like Shatter Shard's another level. I'm going to get like a bit more recovery package chance mastery because my modules are my weakest point. And then I think I'm just going to have a bit of fun and go all out on wall labs. I might even turn off lab speed once it gets to like 90. So I just do 5 labs all towards wall stuff. So I can just farm tier 13 and try to get 12-hour runs on tier 13 where I'm making like 6Q in a perfect world. After perks wall is 2Q. Wow. Well, see, is that 2Q, Daniel, when you've got like the health trade-off perks and the health regen trade-off perks? Because I have both those, and so that's like minus what, 90%, 80% health if you factor in minus 70, the minus 60% of that off your total amount. Yeah, I think it'd be like minus 70% off your total amount. Or no, 80, 85-ish. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing though. Like, sure, I'm closer to tier 14 because I also have like 21 card slots. But I just love the wall. Yeah, both trade-offs. Wow. So your like full health would be like what, 8Q without those trade-offs? Obviously, like you want the coin trade-off, but like if you were just doing a push on tier 13 to see how, or 14 to see how far you could get, even a milestone run maybe on 15, where you take off the coin trade-off, I bet you could get pretty far with that. Alright, we're gonna do something because I've got all these gems and they're burning a hole in my imaginary pocket. Plus, I want to get this event mission, the module merging. So, let me check something. See, my cells are not really barely able to maintain one at 5x, the other at 4. I'll probably have to do one day at 4. Because this usually stays around 1 million, but it's getting lower. Yeah, I was doing a tier 11 run, which is 430, and then I could do a tier like 13. That's still about, maybe a tiny bit more than what I get with 2 tier 12s in a day. Just a little bit. Tier 50 milestone yesterday, 4420. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. What's your max level skips? Like percentage here. And what other modules do you run with? Like for your milestone runs or your... Do you do Legends tournaments with EHP as well? All right, y'all. Let's do this. Wow. I didn't get a Multiverse Nexus to probably like month 7 of the game. No joke. All right, well, as weird as it sounds, like I don't really want to pull a G-Comp because since I just got everything in sync with my golden bot, I'm like, no. All right, damn. Yeah, I literally just shattered like all my modules after upgrading a Cannon to Legendary Plus for the other upgrade I'll need to get to Mythic. But, so now that I got some Shatter Shards and these are getting close to 161, I gotta get there as quick as possible. I can get another level of these two after. This one will probably be another few games. Been playing 18 months, still don't have Wormhole Redirector. That's good, because Wormhole Redirector sucks. I mean, it sucks if you play with the wall. Or it sucks if your wall is stronger than your tower. Because Wormhole Redirector only gives you the extra health on your actual tower health, not your wall health. So if you have a wall that's stronger than your tower, it's relatively useless. My Multiverse Next looks that's legendary after 18 months playing. Yeah, I have, I mean, I've been playing for what, 10 months? I've got, I think legendaries. Oh no, I do have Mythic now. I actually just got Mythic like 2 days ago. Need one more G comp. Yeah, that'd just be amazing. It's frustrating because, oh no, I got that. The module system is, I mean, not to be just complaining like everyone else, but bro, I pulled a Sharp Fortitude the other day, and I was like, I got a Singularity Harness, one of the two, because I have Sharp Fortitude and Singularity Harness at 5-star. So it's like, when I pull one of those, like, sure, I get to shatter it for like 1,000 shards, which is cool, but that means I have to do another 150 pulls, which would be, what's that? Is that like 1,600 or 1,400 gems? Well, it's like that. I just spent like 1,500 gems for 1,000 shards. It's not worth it. Once you get something 5-star, you just shouldn't ever get it again. If you want to get 2 copies of a module Ancestral, just stop at 4 stars. Once you get to 5-star, you should never get it again. Or if you get it, it's the same pull as like an epic pull, where you can just shatter it, for example. Or it doesn't count against your, a rare pull, I mean, where it doesn't count against your epic unique effect module pulls. If that makes sense. It's going good, Rubber Duck. How are you, man? We're just jumping on a quick live. I saw this event pass, and I was like, okay, well, I just finished my work day, and I've got some time, and this is the best event pass that I've seen in recent memory. These first two, you know, they don't really matter, especially for like players in high champions and legends. Maybe the extra health regen's okay, but 5% tower damage and 5% coins earned is massive. Absolutely freaking massive. So I just got Death Wave. I have got Black Hole Sync at 3 minutes. I also had Chain Lightning and Spotlight and Inner Landmines, but none of them upgraded. Should I get Death Wave or Chain Lightning? So you do not have Golden Tower yet. Black Hole Sync. If you do not have Golden Tower, then don't put anything into your Chain Lightning and Spotlight and Inner Landmines. Just save up your stones to get the next ultimate weapon and pray to God that it's Golden Tower. Don't upgrade your Black Hole cooldown anymore, because you're going to have to spend the next few months of stones on just Golden Tower cooldown to get it in sync with your Black Hole. So when you actually get Black Hole, and this is something that I messed up on right away, I wish I would have known it, but when you get Black Hole, you do not want to touch the cooldown until you get Death Wave and Golden Tower cooldown in sync with it. Because I think the Black Hole starts at 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and the Golden Tower starts at, what's 5 times 6? At like 420 seconds. Yeah. One's a 5-minute cooldown. One I think is like, I don't know, 3.5. I don't know the exact math. I use Primordial Collapse for my farming. It is insane. Like, look at this damage. So, the enemies right now are doing 9.3. The Rays are doing 18.64. And the Rays, they will hit me. Like, look at this. It will charge up. My health barely takes hits. If one of them gets to take a shot. I think this one will. Nope. Yeah, so, I mean, we didn't get to see one shoot, but you've been seeing my health, it barely goes down. When you have 98% defense, and then on top of it, you have like an 80% decrease to damage, you can tank so far, and you can push really far in your farming runs. It's great. I also have like 10% Chrono Field damage reduction. I just got it because the first labs are so cheap. If you haven't covered it yet, thoughts on newest mod? I think it looks great. I just don't want to get it because it's like one of those fingers in the ear, like la 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 la. I'm not listening to you because I have a 5-star Sharp Fortitude, and the even if I went all in on getting a ton of gems into this new module to get it to 5-star, sure, I might be able to do a little bit better, but because I want to max out my wall labs, go all in on wall, and see how far I can take wall, I don't really care for getting it yet. And by the time I would get it, it would be way down the line when I've got, armor assist mod, which will probably be my 3rd or 4th assist module, which we're talking like a year and a half from now. So I'm sure by then I'll have an ancestral orbital, whatever this is, and then it won't really matter. But yeah, this is great. I've seen people post like infinite runs on tier 16 going like 15,000 waves, making like a big Q run on Reddit. This thing, when you've got like the proper range set and you've got enough chrono field spin, it'll just chip away at enemies and let you really glass cannon well. Then you got GT4 black hole and put stones in GT rather than the other way. See, I did the other way, man. Oh, you do have GT? Nice. So your golden tower is in sync with your black hole and your death wave. Yeah, Chomp Chomp, thank you. Black hole starts at 320. GT and death wave start at 5-minute cooldown. Thank you. What's up, Spartan? Damn, we got Spartan the Legend in here. Everyone, if you haven't watched Spartan's content, jump off my live right now and go follow him. He was the guy who got me into this. Very, very good information. And for new players, it's like something that a lot of us tower tubers, as I call it, we've got pretty advanced towers, and our advice that we give isn't really tailored to the beginner player. And just because it's like, this game's so broad, like, someone asked me a question about, defense absolute in tier 1 or 2, I'm not going to remember the answer to it. But someone like Spartan, who has his baby tower, Spartan Jr., good advice there. Coin Relic going hard, yeah. What up, what up? I saw this. Oh, wrong button. I saw the Relic and I was like, this is like the best event that I can remember. And then I checked the event shop and I was like, damn, I already have all 4 of these. I thought they always came out with new themes and relics, but I guess they don't. But these events, relics are new or whatever, so if you spend on the game, this event pass is definitely worth it. FUD, sponsor me. Spartan Jr. making moves. Yeah, I saw you. I watched your stream on Saturday, and I think you said you got like a personal best that you just got to, I think, Platinum League or something. I think I heard you say like someone joined and they're in your bracket. You're like, you got to end one way below me. Do me a solid here. And I think Spartan is also doing a Stone Pack giveaway. I don't know if his is already finished. Check out his Discord. I do not have a Discord, so if you're looking for a Discord, join Spartans. And then for my Stone Pack giveaway, you just have to comment on my most recent video to enter to win. And once I hit 1,000 subscribers, that's when I will do the raffle, do the pull. My Golden Tower and Black Hole are synced at 3 minutes, and now I got Death Wave, so I'm wondering if it's worth going all in on Death Wave cooldown reduction, or if I spend stones on some other one like Chain Lightning or Spotlight, make a 30 billion run 17-ish, or tier 7-ish. I would actually say get some in Chain Lightning. And the reason being is Chain Lightning is going to be pretty much the most effective for the tournament, and it's one of the most cost-effective ultimate weapons. Like, my Chain Lightning is so absolutely stacked. I've put a lot into it, and this is with the 2x Chain Lightning damage perk. But if you, especially if you start getting some Dimension Cores, like, you're going to want Chain Lightning for tournaments. And technically, like, the fastest way that people progress through this game is getting Stone Packs, because stones are just that valuable. So getting better tournament performance so you get more stones is going to mean you can progress faster than someone who doesn't. What's this stream about? I mean, this is just a stream where I'm talking about some, I've gone over the relics a few times, benefits of them and kind of the math, and then just answering, you know, talking. I was feeling in mood for a stream, just got done with a long day of work. I actually have been up since 2 a.m. because I slept for like 16 hours on Sunday. And I was just feeling it. You know, sometimes you feel in that like creative, talkative mode. And you're like, I just finished with a long day of work. I just want to jump on a video game, play the video game, and chat with other tower enthusiasts to unwind from my long-ass day. So thank you all for joining in. I hope everyone had a good day. It is a new week. But yeah, Chris, I noticed big improvements when I started going in on Chain Lightning. And even though I'm in a run, I can't show you. But the first upgrades to Chain Lightning are pretty damn cheap, even when you get higher up into the Chain Lightning. And if you think about it, it's like Chain Lightning moves from 500 to then like 700 times damage, which is it's a huge increase on your damage. And you want to get like as many quantity as possible. That is kind of the more pricey one. But each quantity you get, if you've got 3 quantity and you get to 4, that's automatically like a 25 or 30%, whatever, improvement to your overall damage output because you're getting one more enemy it connects to. And if you use the Dimension Core in tournaments, it's exponentially better because of the shock chance and being able to hit the initial target. Because a lot of time, if you don't have it, the boss will be coming at you and your tower will be shooting at the boss. And the Chain Lightnings will only go to other enemies. But if you have Dimension Core, your normal projectiles will hit the boss. Then Chain Lightning will bounce to other enemies and then back to the boss. So in tournaments and for taking out bosses and like tanky units that are getting close and getting your target priority, Chain Lightning it's damn necessary, that's for sure. He's got lots of health multipliers. Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot to answer your question. How do you get your health so high? So I've got Death Wave health at like 1,000. Yeah. So times 10. So that gives me some good ones. And I've got decent health enhancements. But if you look at this, my health is only 3.96 trillion. How I have such, I guess, massive overall EHP is from my wall stuff. So my wall health is 702%, which is, I mean, I think it's pretty good. So I've got wall health at 702%. And then if you factor that in, so that's whatever, that doesn't even seem right. Because 4 trillion times 7 would only be 28. So I think that means I've got some other enhancement on or something. Oh, no, you know why? Because I've got 700% here. So 4 trillion times 7 is 28. But then if you look at it, Sharp Fortitude gives me a 2.5 increase to wall health and regen. So then I go from 28 to 70. And then I'm at 70 trillion here. That's my normal wall health. But then there's this beautiful lab. That's my favorite. Top 5 tier 1 S tier labs in the game. And that is called Wall Fortification, baby. And this is extra health. So I have an extra 620 or 40% health on top of this. And so then because of that, and because of like the health regen I have, and mostly, I mean, Sharp Fortitude, a 2.5 times increase is pretty good. Pretty good. EHP, like for me, when my wall goes down, my tower goes down. Because my wall is so much stronger than my tower that once the enemies are strong enough to eliminate my tower, my wall goes right away. Yeah, Spotlight's good because damage and coins. Yeah, do that, Chris. I guarantee you will see your tournament progression go up, and you're gonna see that you can push higher into tiers and waves. Extra damage is not to be slept on. That's for sure. My highest wave is like tier 18, wave 200. I don't know if it shows here. Yeah, tier 18, wave 200. I could probably get higher. I don't think I've done a tier 18 push in like a month or so. And since then, I've gone pretty heavy on like enhancements. And I did damage enhancement, or no, I did damage mastery, demon mode mastery, and super tower mastery nonstop until I got them all like level 5 or 6. I think one at 7. Look at that hitting right on the end. Glizzy, it was I hadn't seen numbers like that until like a few days ago. Look at this. Tier 11 and tier 12 a week ago was 3Q, but my tier 12 was 2.5Q on 11.4. Now keep in mind, I haven't gotten any, GT plus upgrades since then because it's only been 6 days, but now my coins are above 3.6. And how I got to that was a few more coin enhancements, but that's not going to do 30% increase. How I got there was I started going back, or I went back to my black hole digester from a mythic G comp, but I also respec'd my golden bot to get my golden bot in sync with my golden tower. And then I forgot that my summon chip was also not in sync with my golden tower, my golden bot. So I respec that as well to get everything in sync at 100 seconds with Death Wave, Golden Tower, Golden Bot, and Summon. And just having those skyrocketed. Whatever the percent increase from 2.5 to 3.6, which I think is like 40% maybe? Is that 35%? That was just from Black Hole Digester and Summon Chip in sync with my Golden Tower and Death Wave. Tier 18 push. Maybe I'll do one this week. Damn, Chomp Chomp, that is that's still pretty good for our EHP. Do you ever change up your bots so you get whatever this? What's this bot that can reduce damage? Is it Thunderbot? No, I don't think so. Stun enemies around there once end slowed effect. It's not Amplify, is it? No. Have their damage reduced, yeah. So if you get Flamebot super developed, I've seen some people do like tier 18 runs with Flamebot really developed because of the extra damage reduction. Not me. You run Flamebot? Nice. Yeah, I think if bots were cheaper and you could have like Golden Bot maxed out by the time you're in Legends, and then you could choose like one of these other bots, like I would definitely want to get Flamebot, just so I could really push the EHP. But even though EHP is my favorite, by necessity, if I want to get more stones, I have to kind of forget about it and go to Glass Cannon, which I don't enjoy as much as EHP. I just don't. I know I've said that a lot. So I don't mean to beat the dead horse. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry. And tomorrow, y'all. Oh, wow. Bro, that was 1.5 T wave skip. Did I see that right? I usually don't look at those, but that's got to be one of my best. What up, Andrew? With PC mod, it's nice. Yeah, that's a lot of reduction. Do you have the 98% as well with perk bonus right here? Are you hybrid? Yes, I am hybrid. I've got pretty good damage. Like, look at this. My damage is like nearly 12 trillion. I've got damage mastery and super tower mastery and demon mode mastery all shooting off right now. But I still run with like Sharp Fortitude, and then I use Primordial Collapse. I'm still doing hybrid for the time being for my farming. Yeah, Shenanigans is right. And everyone, if this is if you're just tuning in, it didn't make my Saturday stream because I missed that time. I again wanted to apologize. Friday was a horrific health day. And I know I've talked about some health issues that I've been recovering from, so we're going to plan on, knock on wood, tomorrow 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we'll be going live. I would love for you guys to join in. And when we're all in, we'll decide on a time. Or we'll do a countdown / either or both. So we can queue up at the same time, potentially. Need to work on some damage. Don't have any masteries yet. I mean, masteries are so pricey. However, once you get to tier 16 wave 100, if you've got the extra stones, I mean, I know stones are so valuable, but there's 2 masteries, in my opinion, that you can get without having your econ anywhere near the coin upgrades in the lab, and that is Cash Mastery and its Recovery Package Mastery. Because the base level of those is still a huge increase in your shards and your reroll shards. I don't know the percentage increase in overall shards with Recovery Package Mastery, but I do know that with Cash Mastery, at least in the waves I was farming in the tier, I was getting roughly 30% increase in my reroll shards just from a base level of Cash Mastery. Look at that. See, I just got like 165 with no boss. Wish you well health-wise. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, brother, don't you think we should be able to respec ultimate weapons? I really do. Even if it was like 1,000 gems to respec. Yeah. Well, actually, no, now that I think about it, if you could do that, then you would have to do that with your gems, because then everyone would do it in the tournament. It'd be like those who respect are the ones winning the tournaments, and those who aren't. Because, for example, if I took all my stones out of my Golden Tower Plus, and I put that directly into like more Chain Lightning or, you know, Smart Missiles, Chrono Field, you name it. Like if I could go from Golden Tower plus 11 to switch to Chrono Field plus 11 for tournaments, like my performance would be massively different. And so it would make it a necessity. So actually, now that I think about it, no. I don't think we should be able to. I think it would lead to making it you'd have to respec for tournaments. Unless if they made it for free. Or like 50 gems or something. If it was super cheap and you could just have like a tournament preset. Even if you didn't have to respec, if you could have your tournament stone preset and then your normal farming stone preset, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, maybe I flip-flop again. If they made it free where you could have 2 presets, you technically didn't even have to respec. You could just choose what stone preset. I think that would be cool. From a business standpoint, they would never do that though, because then that would mean they're not going to sell as many stone packs. So it would unfortunately never happen. Endgame guys pulling all their stones. Yeah, Smart Missile I heard used to be good, but now it's shit. And it takes a ton of labs. So you gotta get like the survive for it to last longer. You gotta get the like size of the explosions, the amplify, all that. I only put some more into Smart Missiles because whenever that Smart Missile event would come around, I would literally not be able to get it because the base Smart Missile is only 5. Then you get an extra like 5 through the perk. And, or 4. Thought it was more than that, damn. And so it's just, even at that with like the no damage, you get more bang from Smart Missiles when you pull it in the extra perk. The extra ultimate weapon perk. I would find that I would get the event like pretty quick when I'd pull it as a perk. But when I just do normal farming with it at base level, I literally would not get it. Sat in your stream waiting for a couple hours Friday. Damn. Chomp chomp, I am sorry. Yeah, some people told me they waited. Um, Friday was just one of those days I was just bedridden, like shaking, dizzy. Close my eyes, I would like see colors and stuff flashing. It was like a really bad health day. So what I'll plan to do next... Oh, actually, this is a screenshotable moment. Timeout. 12 trillion. What I'll plan on doing is... Because now that I've got a pretty good following, which again, I appreciate all of you. And I feel really, yeah. Oh, now 13? Okay, timeout, sorry. Timeout, timeout, timeout. That's going on my Reddit. So I can make a post is what I'll do next time. Like tomorrow, for example, with knock on wood, I am sure I'll be feeling much better and won't have a bad health day. I'm sure I'm going to feel good. But if I have to cancel the stream, I'll just... I mean, I did cancel the event on Friday, but what I'll do is I'll make a post on my YouTube and say, hey guys, sorry I have to cancel tonight's live. So make sure you turn on notifications so you get that if for any reason I need to reschedule. Why don't you choose the new perk option at the top? Because I already have all of the... oh wait, new perk? Or like the new... like the extra ultimate weapon. Since I already have all the ultimate weapons, it removed that perk for me. Or it didn't remove it, but it doesn't pull it for me because since I have all the ultimate weapons, I don't get the extra ultimate weapon. I got DM down to 300 wave cooldown with DM. Yeah, that, well, see, Chomp Chomp, I would actually go, and I think Spartan has said this too, but I would go with damage mastery over demon mode mastery, unless you have like the keys where you have automated demon mode activation, because if not, then yes, it's going to help with tournaments. However, for your farming runs, like if you run overnight and you're doing like a tier 12 or 13 where you need the damage, if you run overnight, you're not able to, you know, every few minutes press the demon mode button, so you're not going to get the effect of it on overnight runs. So I would actually say go with damage. But good first mastery, I would almost always say recovery package or cash mastery. Reroll shards are so valuable. Shards in general are more valuable. And I noticed that by even getting that at base level, you get a pretty good increase in your overall module leveling. And the faster your modules level, that means more damage, more health, more coins, more everything. Which means it just snowballs faster. That's one of the only card masteries that's actually good from square one. So I'll be saying, yeah, then don't Chomp Chomp, don't do damage or demon mode mastery. Technically, yes, it is the best increase. Wow, look at that, 11. It's spawning in my golden bot. Yes, it is the best damage increase, I guess, between the actual damage mastery. I think Super Tower or Super Tower bonus might technically be better because of the ultimate weapon damage. However, if you're just in Legends, I would guess you might not have the coin income to research labs, because I certainly didn't. Yeah, Cash Mastery is cheap. I got it very early because of how cheap it was. Because it was so cheap, and it's literally a 30% increase to reroll shards. And rerolls are, you know, hard to come by. Especially when you get to like level 141 and it starts costing 1,000 per. Like, you need your damn reroll shards. So I would say get that first. 500 stones. If you're just getting the legends, even if you're bouncing between champions and legends, that's like 450, I think, stones a week. You're probably in tier 16, so you'll get like 50 from your weekly events. Like right here. If one Q lifetime coins get up for sure. Yeah, man, I would get Cash Mastery, because Cash Mastery and Recovery Package Mastery are like the only masteries that are super valuable at level 0 or level 1, whatever it is with the stone unlock, where it will dramatically improve your bottom line to your tower's progress without having to spend a 1Q price tag to upgrade it. So I would definitely pick up Cash Mastery first. Those extra reroll shards will help. I got the reroll shards to reroll my last Dimension Core slot for inner landmines. It cost a bit, and it cost a bit to get these all like ancestral, but I wouldn't have been able to do that without Cash Mastery for the extra rerolls. Extra 30% rerolls per run basically means you're gonna have like double the rerolls in 2 days, I think is what it comes out to. There's a new reroll for... Yeah, there is... That's a very good point, Andrew. Farming, like, when you get the fleets, you can just, like, tier 19, demon mode, run through, I think, the first, like, 20 waves or 10, and boom, like, you get, what, 5,000 or whatever? I don't know the exact numbers, but you get a lot. So, yeah, it kind of... It doesn't become obsolete, but yeah, when you start getting all those fleets on like tier 19, 20, 21, it Cash Mastery becomes less useful. But for most of us, that's a long ways away. I have 115 billion lifetime coins. What is the best method to make coins? I have Golden Tower Black Hole synced. Get Death Wave and also get that synced. And then you're going to want to balance between... Well, coin labs, like you want to get your black hole coin bonus maxed out, your golden tower bonus pretty good. You definitely want to maybe permanent lab your golden tower duration. But a lot of times, like you'll see, you don't want to become fixated on just coin labs, because what'll happen is, sure, you'll be getting more coins per minute on certain runs, but you'll actually see a bigger increase in coins if you're able to farm a higher tier and farther waves. So like maybe getting some workshop health, so you max out your health and run, will help more than just going all in on like coin enhancements and coin labs. I did chain lightning damage. I'd swap chain lightning damage and quantity subset. Yeah, I do want to, well, I'm going to leave it for now until I get to 161. I have a theory with modules, or it's a way of thinking where if it ain't broke, don't break it. And the thing with these is, like, it's so hard to get these ancestral substats. Like, I'm not going to touch them. And it was pretty hard for me to get this legendary one. So when I get to 161, that's why I'm saving up 3.4 million, because I'm afraid, and I don't want to jinx it or manifest this, but I'm then going to try to reroll the ancestral chrono field slowdown, which who knows if that'll take me a million or so, and then hopefully get an ancestral inner landmine quantity too. You guys need to run the card. But all right, y'all, I am going to call it. I'm going to get some dinner in me. We're going to plan on a live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And, you know, barring health, if for any reason, if I need to cancel live, what I will start doing if I have to cancel is I will post on my YouTube, because you can make YouTube posts just like you would on any other social media. So make sure you turn on alerts, stay tuned. We'll plan on 6 p.m. Pacific Time, or excuse me, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Tuesdays and Fridays for the lives, unless you see a post on my YouTube saying otherwise. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and thanks for tuning in. Peace.